Hey there guys, so today I made a bold move and put my face on camera, but today I am planting a wheat field for my sister and 2 little garden plots. I say field, but it's a very small field. I'm gonna plant my sister's wheat patches, but I've got this one ready to plant. I wanted to test how I was going to press it, and also this was the hardest bed. It's never actually had anything grown in it as far as I know. It's just been part of a flat, hard compacted area. So all I did to this is I lightly sprinkled some gypsum on here, and then I went ahead and turned about the top couple inches or more, maybe up to 3 inches, but very lightly, just turn the top crust, if you will. I chopped all that in. I added some sulfur to the bed here also to help kind of balance the pH a little. And then I took 3 cubic feet of composted cattle manure and I worked that all in with the shovel also. And I've raked it out nice and smooth, broke up most of the big chunks. Now I'm going to broadcast my seed, and I'll use this board to press the seed firmly onto the surface of the soil. Then I'm going to take all that composting or broken down straw and put it back on top of the bed and wet it well. And the reason I want to use that is so that I don't accidentally put a bunch of oat seed into my wheat berries. I don't want to contaminate them because I think the oats are super hardy and they may try and take over. So anyway, I will go ahead and broadcast the seeds and show you what that looks like. I don't really know how thickly to spread them, so I'm gonna go maybe a little thick, but not super thick. I don't know. I really don't know what I'm doing, so hopefully this works out. To my sister, I'm sorry in advance if it doesn't work out. All right, so I'm just like walking on this board right here. And you can see I have a fair amount of seeds scattered. It may be too much, I don't know. I just want to make sure that I have a good amount in here so that I am able to give my sister as much as possible. Just slightly overlapping my step off into my bed. Slightly overlap the board so that I don't have any ridges. And then it's important that I compact this and cover it right away so that critters don't find it before it's germinated. All right. I've pressed them in firmly and evenly so that there's good soil contact. I'm going to go ahead and wet it down. That's going to help activate that sulfur, but I don't really think this particular crop needs the sulfur. It's been grown in Arizona since the Spaniards brought it in I think the late 1500s. All right, I'm all done, and it looks like I didn't do anything at all. It looks just like it did when I started, except I have a lot more mulch left over. I did a very thin layer, and even that may be too thick. I just really want to hide it from the birds because I think in one day a little group of little pigeons will come through here and just pick my whole plot clean. So I did not want that to happen, but I also want to suppress a bunch of the weed seeds that are going to try and come up, and that disturbing the dirt is going to want to bring up also, like London Rocket. This is some kind of a mustardy, tastes like mustard. You can eat it. I just don't want it. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get the old spent mulch and put this old spent mulch on this cardboard right here, right somewhere right there. All right, so I got the second bed ready to plant. All right, got my last little plot here planted. Watering my seed really well. And get my mulch back on top. So it's the next morning. And see a flock of birds out here feasting on wheat, so that's good news. And except for the hollyhocks, it looks virtually the same as it did yesterday before I even started. Looks really nice. I just have one more thing I'm going to do out here today, and that is build up my little divider walkway here so that it looks just like that. But once it's done, it's just, we keep an eye on it until grass starts growing, wheatgrass. So that'll be exciting. Anyway, front garden is starting to really look like it's ready to go for this year, and hopefully it had enough rest time to break some of the life cycle of the many pests that were living here. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.